You're watching SKN Newsline TV live on sknnewsline.com.
Why read the news when you can watch it? Introducing SKN Newsline, the Federation's only online TV news platform. SKN Newsline is an online TV news platform covering news in St. Kitts and Nevis. We provide a daily and accurate news on the big stories and stories of interest that other media outlets have ignored. You can watch SKN Newsline on our website, www.sknnewsline.com, or Facebook page at www.fb.com/SKN Newsline, and also subscribe to our SKN Newsline YouTube channel. SKN Newsline, your world, your news.
Now you can have SKN Newsline on the go. Introducing SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Search SKN Newsline in the Google Play Store. Download the app free and stay up to date with TV news in St. Kitts and Nevis in the palm of your hands. With this app, you can watch our news reports, watch our live news feed on SKN Newsline TV, engage with us and other app users in the chat room, look at our special features, send us news tips, and call us directly. It's news on the go. The SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Download it free today.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like your boat when you're at sea and you get away from everything. Your home and the security of your daughter's things. And the car that you've had for too long, but after all these years, you just can't let go. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
Ladies, want the finest in hair care services? Then come to Diva Hair in Pond Extension, Basse-Terre. We do nails, relaxers, weaves, haircuts, customs wig, color, hair treatment, lashes, and so much more. Our salon is clean and comfortable even while you wait. We take appointments only. Opened on Mondays and Tuesdays at 10 a.m. with the last appointment at 5 p.m. Thursdays and Fridays at 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays at 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. To make appointments, visit our Facebook page, Diva Hair. Call us at 660-4884. Diva Hair in Pond Extension, for the beauty in you.
What killed Shaquille Pemberton? The authorities are not sure, as according to the police, after undertaking further laboratory tests in Trinidad, pathologist Dr. Valery Alexandrov has now revised his opinion and ruled that the method of death is undetermined. The police issued a press release on February 3, which relied on the report provided by the forensic pathologist Dr. Valery Alexandrov regarding the death of Shaquille Pemberton. His initial report indicated that Mr. Pemberton's death was a result of natural causes. But the police in a press release said that while Mr. Pemberton's death was due in part to acute pulmonary failure due to hemorrhagic viral myocarditis and pneumonia, the forensic pathologist is of the view that there are other inconsistencies surrounding the manner of his death that merit further investigation. On this basis, the police said that they are continuing investigations and will be seeking the support of the public to assist with their inquiries. Shaquille Pemberton's body was found in the Gillards Meadow area on January 27th. The body was discovered by a passerby who reported it to the St. Kitts Nevis Fire and Rescue Services, who then reported it to the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force. Meanwhile, the police are investigating a stabbing incident in the Newtown area, which occurred on February 4th. Preliminary investigations revealed that 52-year-old Trevor Mulrain of Madhouse Alley, Newtown, was asleep in his bed when an unknown assailant stabbed him. He was taken to the JNF hospital and treated for his injuries. Persons with information regarding this incident are asked to call the Basse-Terre police station by dialing 465-2241, the nearest police station, or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-8477. That's 1-800-TIPS. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.
The Cable, we provide much more than just the fastest and most reliable internet service. We fill the homes of all our customers with joy and laughter. Our services connect friends and keep families together. With the most extensive fiber optic network, we ensure that you can enjoy the things you love with the people you love. Whether it's catching up with family or old friends, or simply just enjoying your favorite TV shows, people choose the Cable because quality shows.
Opposition spokesperson on health, Dr. Terence Drew, said healthcare in St. Kitts and Nevis is at a risk of collapsing due to what he deems as poor management by the government. He was speaking recently at a press conference of the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party at the Koi building on the Airport Road.
Senior nurses who are deemed to support the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party are being forced to retire, while foreign nurses are being recruited in large numbers. Large numbers of nurses at the college level, or those who are studying at the college level, are failing the nursing exams. And this can be attributed to stress, bad treatment, and lack of appreciation.
Dr. Drew also criticized the installation of an MRI machine at a laboratory for the testing of monkeys, as opposed to at the JNF hospital to serve patients.
Moreover, the MRI machine that is located at the Biomedical Center, aka Monkey Farm, has brought in well over $1 million in its first year of operation. This project enriches a single family. But to make matters worse, they have now gone and placed a CT scan machine at the JNF hospital. Again, this family enriching itself from the healthcare system. And so it is clear that this has become a profitable family business.
The opposition spokesman accused the Team Unity government of corruption, referring to the unethical and illegal herpes vaccine trial which took place in St. Kitts in 2016.
The corruption in healthcare is now widespread and has reached the United States Senate. We see the immoral, unethical, human subject trials that have taken place here on our shores, the likes of which would not have been seen in the Caribbean region for many, many decades. And I'm speaking of the herpes trial and the stem cell. It was Minister Phipps and the Honorable Eugene Hamilton and the Cabinet of St. Kitts and Nevis that sanctioned the stem cell trial, where plasma was brought into our hospital from another country without going through the necessary testing and regulations as stipulated by the Office of the CMO.
Dr. Drew also referred to the health issues in the Department of Labor and accused the Labor Minister Vance Amory and his permanent secretary Ron Collins of being arrogant and playing petty politics while people's health is being put at risk. I am Chantel Rochester for SKN Newsline.
Come to Caribbean Flavors Restaurant and Bar in Charlestown for the best in local cuisine. Have your food prepared on the spot or served in a buffet-style setting with quality customer service. Get your day started right with our variety of homemade breakfasts. Try our sumptuous lunches, wraps, sandwiches, and so much more. Located at the Cotton Ginnery Mall, Charlestown, Nevis, overlooking the Charlestown Bay. Open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call us at 469-9009 or 763-5452.
As a fisherman, I use the marine resource wisely so I can conserve our biodiversity, so I can fish for life. It's all about balance.
I preserve biodiversity by the way that I farm. It takes care of my family. It's all about balance.
I have enjoyed these seas all my life. I do my best to conserve our biodiversity because I want my children and my grandchildren to enjoy them as much as I do. It's all about balance.
I'm a park ranger, and my job is to properly manage our protected areas and conserve our biodiversity. It's all about balance.
Youth, let's play a part in conserving our biodiversity and maintaining our natural resources. It's all about balance.
For life, for livelihood, for the future of St. Kitts and Nevis, let's all conserve our biodiversity and use our natural resources wisely. It's all about balance.
Guess what? There's a new electronics store in town. It's Smart Electronics, your one-stop shop for all electronic items, including phones, laptops, computers, speakers, TVs, and accessories. It's conveniently located at Port Zante opposite the food court, St. Kitts. We carry the top name brand electronics such as Samsung, Apple, JBL, Bose, Canon, LG, Dell, HP, and so much more. Check out our pre-Valentine's Day sale starting early February 2nd, offering extraordinary rates on all your electronic needs. So you really don't need to go to St. Martin anymore. Head straight to Smart Electronics at Port Zante instead. Contact us at 466-4271 or email sales@dutyfreesmartelectronics.com. Open Monday to Sunday, 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Limeweger Funeral Home is the most affordable and only all-inclusive funeral home in St. Kitts and Nevis. Their modern facility houses a chapel, a viewing parlor, a repast room, a casket selection room, a print shop, a flower shop, and they offer cremation services. Their very affordable all-inclusive package includes embalming, overnight viewing, chapel services, and recovery after autopsy. For more information, call 466-1225, 662-3118, or visit Limeweger Funeral Home at Limekeel, Bastair, where they offer service with compassion.
As a fisherman, I use the marine resource wisely so I can conserve our biodiversity, so I can fish for life. It's all about balance.
I preserve biodiversity by the way that I farm. It takes care of my family. It's all about balance.
I have enjoyed these seas all my life. I do my best to conserve our biodiversity because I want my children and my grandchildren to enjoy them as much as I do. It's all about balance.
I'm a park ranger, and my job is to properly manage our protected areas and conserve our biodiversity. It's all about balance.
Youth, let's play a part in conserving our biodiversity and maintaining our natural resources. It's all about balance.
For life, for livelihood, for the future of St. Kitts and Nevis, let's all conserve our biodiversity and use our natural resources wisely. It's all about balance.
The government of St. Kitts and Nevis announced that a Ritz-Carlton hotel will be constructed on the southeast peninsula at Friars Beach. Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris spoke about this development at a recent press conference.
That the Ritz-Carlton Resort will create over 300 new jobs when construction starts, and they expect to start later on this year in 2018. So this says that they are delighted to work with the government. And from here, I say to them, it will be a delight to work with them on behalf of the people. I want to commend all those in the private sector and in the public sector, the Minister of Tourism, and all the other entities who have been working to deliver to these entities arrangements which make St. Kitts and Nevis their preferential choice.
Recently, news broke that the beach bar owners at Friars Beach were evicted from the area to make a way for this hotel. The development has sparked criticism from the public on talk shows and on social media that object to the bars being removed. Some think the beach will be restricted from the public with such a project, while others believe the natural wetland in the area will be destroyed at the expense of tourism development. Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris said the government met with the bar owners last week and said it would assist in having the owners of the property grant more time to the beach bar owners to evacuate the property.
My cabinet invited bar operators to attend a meeting of the cabinet. They were amazed that the cabinet would, as it were, take time to deal with what they consider the ordinary troubles. But it was we who were honored by their presence, that they would come to us and to discuss the matter of their leasehold tenancy at South Friars Bay. I want to thank the operators of Shipwreck, Godfather Bar, Discovery, and Sunset Bars for gracing us with their presence and updating us with regard to their realities. The truth be told, almost all the lands at the peninsula are now privately owned. Lands they are not owned by the government. Indeed, when the former administration acquired lands there, some 852 acres, they ceded such lands to foreign private interests.
The Prime Minister reiterated that members of the public cannot be restricted to the beaches on island.
And I don't know how many times I will have to say that all beaches are public beaches in St. Kitts and Nevis. And we pledge that under the team administration, there will be no diminution in terms of adherence and compliance with the law. If we have to fight, we will fight to enforce the law on behalf of our local people in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Design details on the new Ritz-Carlton project have not yet been announced. I'm Chantel Rochester for SKN Newsline.
Guess what? There's a new electronics store in town. It's Smart Electronics, your one-stop shop for all electronic items, including phones, laptops, computers, speakers, TVs, and accessories. It's conveniently located at Port Zante opposite the food court, St. Kitts. We carry the top name brand electronics such as Samsung, Apple, JBL, Bose, Canon, LG, Dell, HP, and so much more. Check out our pre-Valentine's Day sale starting early February 2nd, offering extraordinary rates on all your electronic needs. So you really don't need to go to St. Martin anymore. Head straight to Smart Electronics at Port Zante instead. Contact us at 466-4271 or email sales@dutyfreesmartelectronics.com. Open Monday to Sunday, 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. A clinical Elga Limited St. Peter's punished an undisciplined Winners Circle Newtown FC outfit 2-0 on Sunday night in the SKNFA National Bank Premier League at the Warner Park. Dionys Stevens got the lead for the Winners in the 9th minute, and Newtown was unable to recover from that point onwards. In the dying moments of stoppage time, while Newtown was pressing for an equalizer, Tukon Tyrrell got a breakaway move and notched the second goal past the Newtown goalkeeper to seal the win. Despite dominating possession in the second half, Newtown was unable to get the ball in the back of the net, though they did score an offside goal in the latter moments of the game. Coach Anthony Nets Isaac of Newtown blamed the loss squarely at the feet of his players, who showed up late to warm up ahead of the match.
Well, to me, if you start bad at anything, you're going to end up bad at anything. At the beginning of the game, I mean, we have players coming in at 7 o'clock, they're coming in at 6:30. 6 players warming up. I mean, you can't go through a game and think you're going to win because you cannot cheat the game.
Coach Orville Thompson of St. Peter's FC continued to praise the hard work in practice for his team's continued success.
First of all, I want to say congratulations to the team. Tough luck to Newtown. I think it was a hard-fought game for my team. You know, I think Newtown come out a bit pressing, but the guys them hold it out. I think hard work pay off tonight.
In the first of Sunday's doubleheader, defending champions Flow 4GK and Rockets brushed aside Premier League newcomers TGE Dieppe Bay Eagles 3-0. Carlos Berti continued his excellent goal-scoring form with a hat-trick in the 19th, 46th, and 81st minutes of play, and would have scored a fourth goal had he not missed a penalty in the 70th minute. It was more headaches for Dieppe Bay, who are rooted at the bottom of the table, having finished the game with 9 men, while Jason Phipps and Kenton Alford were both sent off in the 71st minute of play. The team from Central Bastia remain on top of the league of the SKNFA National Bank Premier League standings after a 2-1 win over Fast Cash Saddlers on Saturday night at the Warner Park. Kirby Jarvis of Saddlers gave the team from rural St. Kitts an early lead in the 6th minute, but Arturo Diaz of Hobson Enterprises Garden Hotspurs erased that lead in the 25th minute for Spurs. Giovanni League doubled the lead in the 42nd minute. Coach Sinclair Morris of Garden Hotspurs felt his team did enough to win the match in the first half, as he was nowhere satisfied with the second half performance.
We start out a bit slow in the first half. We got one on us, but then we were able to come back to show our we were able to come back. The last part of the game, second half, was terrible to me. We didn't show no creativity in the last 30 minutes. They were going through emotion, okay, like we don't win the game, but we still like, you know, yeah.
However, for coach Kenroy Nibbs of Sadlers, he has a problem with the officiating.
Tonight, we never really defend all that well as we normally do as a defensive unit. And is that I think we get some hard decisions from the officials.
Meanwhile, in the top teams clash as part of Saturday's triple header, Saul Allen Auto Supplies Connery FC and SL Horse of St. Paul's drew 1-1. Kadeem Lewis of Connery scored an own goal just before the stroke of halftime in the 45th minute. But Errol O'Loughlin scored a penalty to equalize in the 72nd minute. The penalty was from a foul in the penalty box resulting from a push on a Connery player. But coach Austin Huggins of St. Paul's was not convinced by that decision.
I think this was a game that we were supposed to put away as early as the first half. But also I'm very disappointed with the decision by the referee. When he awarded Connery a penalty kick. I don't see where, I don't see how, but nevertheless, we still got to keep on fighting.
Coach Alexis Morris of Connery, on the other hand, was pleased with his team's output and felt the decision to give the penalty was the correct one.
It is unfortunate that we did not get the 3 points that we were seeking, but at least we were not on the losing end. I believe from the first half we should have put away the game, but the result 1-1, we're grateful nonetheless. Again, check the replay and you definitely would see. 2 hands in the attacker's back. Come on, what do you want us to do? 2 hands in the attacker's back. It definitely got to be a penalty. And in my estimation, we should have gotten another one even before that. So I mean, Deco would have his own estimation on the call, but it may have been soft, but it's in the penalty area. It is a foul. 2 hands in the attacker's back, definitely any day. If I had the whistle, it is a foul.
In the night's other match, St. Thomas Trinity United lost 2-0 to Rams Village Superstars. Kimari Rogers scored in the 47th minute for Village and Joseph Wilkes in the 81st minute. Both teams ended the match with 10 men, as Diquan Johnson was given a red card for strikers in the 42nd minute and Carl Stewart of Village was given his marching orders in the 48th minute. So after match day 13, the National Bank Premier League standings see Hobson Enterprises Garden Hotspurs still at the top of the table with 30 points, Rams Village Superstars in second place on 28 points, SL Horsford St. Paul's on 25 points in third place, defending champions Flow 4GK Rockets with 23 points in fourth place, Saul Island Auto Supplies Connery on 19 points in fifth position, Elko Limited St. Peter's moving up to 6th place from 7th with 17 points. That means Winner's Circle Newtown United have dropped to 7th place with 14 points. Pascal Sadlers on 10 points in 8th place. St. Thomas Trinity Strikers on 7 points in 9th position. And at the bottom of the table, TGE Date Bay Eagles on 6 points.